Hi, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Sandy.
And together we're the hosts of Wines to Find, a podcast series and now a YouTube channel. And our wine today is called Criollos. It's a Torrentés from Argentina.
Yes, and if you enjoy this video, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up.
We like those thumbs up. So, Sandy, our wine today is from Argentina.
Yes.
And the Torrentés grape is the signature white grape
Of Argentina. It is. It's what most people think of whenever they think of white wine from Argentina. It comes from the Mendoza region, from the Rioja region, and there's one other one that is eluding me at the moment. And one of the most interesting things that I forgot to tell you is that when I saw that it's from the Rioja region, I immediately, when I saw that, I was thinking Spain.
Right.
And so I went down a whole rabbit hole trying to figure out what the difference was. And back in 2011, they actually allowed Argentina to be able to label it as La Rioja. And evidently, who knew? We weren't really in the wine scene 9 years ago, so that was evidently a big old hoopla.
I can imagine so, because Spain takes
most people. Yep.
If you listen to our Spanish episode of Wines to Find, you know they take their designations very, very seriously. So you might want to check that out. So this particular wine, the Torrentés, what are some characteristics of the grape?
Oh, the characteristics. It is going to have a light floral smell on the nose. I'm guessing here. These are the notes that I've had. I have never actually tasted one.
But characteristics
of the Torrentés. It's going to be stone fruit, floral, roses.
Very aromatic.
Very aromatic. But it's going to be dry tasting. Even though it's going to have that little bit of sweet smell, it's going to be on the dry side. That's the style that it's made in.
Excellent, because I like a little bit drier. Okay, all right. So I think we should go ahead and pour.
Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and find out if those.
I can't do this. I have no grip. There we go. All right. So
I'll pour yours.
Pour. And so while we're pouring, I'll tell a little bit that I learned about this particular bottle. So the winemaker is Suzanne Balbo, and this wine is Criollos. She actually, when she makes her wines, she separates them. She does the parent level or the reserve level. That's for the little bit higher end, and then she does the Criollos, which is another word for offspring, and that's so there's very well thought of. Criollos means offspring, yes. And so,
look, I'm learning. I'm learning. Yep, I'm swirling.
So, and then another thing that was really, I found very interesting about this. So there's a whole theme running through it: the parent and the child, the interconnectivity, and the label is actually from an old Mayan artifact.
Hold that up there so that people can see.
If you see, it's really, really small. It's almost hard to see, but there's a hand, and then a hand inside the hand, and then above that is another hand. And it shows the interconnectivity of the different generations. It's supposed to show that. And so there's all this, there's just layers upon layers of meaning and thought into this little bottle of wine. So anyway, let's want to cheers?
Yes, cheers. Cheers.
Oh, I like the way it smells. It's very, very florally.
I already drank.
Okay.
But I'd already smelled. It is very, very floral.
I like the way. There's some grapefruit in there.
See, I like grapefruit, and I think I have figured out. Last week we did a pit pull.
Yeah, you did not like that.
And I think I know the reason why. It was very, I enjoy citrus, but when it becomes overly sour to me, like I'm not a lemonade fan.
It was very lemonade-y.
So it tasted a lot like lemonade, and I'm not a fan of lemonade.
Yeah.
And that's what it tasted like. I actually had my son taste it, and he said it tasted like, or something that was similar. He said it tastes like a gusher. One of those Starburst gushers.
Yeah, or the tarts, so like if you like those candies, I do.
You like those? See, I don't like those. So that makes it sense. But this one here is definitely.
This is like tasting
floral
flowers.
And peach.
It is so aromatic, and it's like it smells. The smell is. You know how when you smell something or you taste something and it tastes like something smells. this tastes like it smells. You know,
It does.
It's beautiful.
You know, you introduced me to the liqueur Saint Germain.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of has a little hint of reminiscence of it for
That's
it. to me.
elderflower. So that's white flower.
Okay, so
Yeah.
white flower. So this has the white flowers
So
in
the
it.
white, yeah. And I did look, and it says it's dry, and it is dry. But
It is.
if you're looking at like the peak pool, like pucker dry, it's not that.
This is like a medium dry.
It really is, and it's not full bodied. It's very light bodied, but it has a lot of flavor. So the flavor that's there takes away from the lack of texture.
When I did look at the flavor profile, it did say it was light to medium body. It was not real light. It was not that Pinot Grigio light.
No, it's like a quarter of a turn away from Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
And if you're a fan of James Suckling rated this at 91 points, and I like to know what certain reviewers think about wines, and this one was fairly well rated by James Suckling, and he's all around South America. He does a lot there. So is there anything else we wanted to say about it? It's a nice light summer sipper. So if you're looking for...
And I can't believe I haven't tried this before.
Torrentés?
We need to rate this. We have to rate it.
Well, we do, yes. But you've never had this grape before?
I have never had this grape before.
Well, you've been missing out.
I have been. Have you had this grape before?
Yes.
I didn't know you've had the grape before.
Yeah.
You're like, yes,
It's
I
good.
have.
I like white wine, though. So, see, you don't like white wine. There's like a whole world
There's a
opening
whole
up
world.
to
It
you.
is. I usually just stick to red. So this has been fun learning about all these different white grapes. Well, and I think it's because my husband doesn't drink.
We're going to get him there. We're going to find
He
something
doesn't
that
drink
likes.
white
Did
wine.
He didn't like the peak pool? You didn't?
I don't think he ever tried. No, he didn't try the pig pool. So I don't know if he enjoyed it or not. But he doesn't like lemonade very much either.
He won't like it then. Okay. But anyway, okay, so if we were rating this on our 1 to 5 scale, where would you fall?
I really like it. I'd say a 4. I enjoy this.
It's not bitter at all,
Mm-mm.
even though it has that the citrus and
The grapefruit.
the grape. I don't even want to say grapefruit because I feel like there's the stone fruit in there, but it is very good. It's very fruity. So if you like a fruity wine without the sweet,
It's not sweet, but
not
it's fruity. I don't even know how to say that.
I don't either, but it is, and it's excellent. I would say a 4 too. I think and if you're looking for a nice light, they call them
Aromatic?
porch
slammers.
Porch slammer, summer sipper, by the pool, at the lake. This
Yep.
one is right there, and we left out the best part,
What?
the price.
Oh yeah, tell him.
$11.99. It's a good price, great deal. So Crios, Torrentés,
A lot of flavor.
a lot of flavor, yes, and it's great price. And so, in characteristic of the Torrentés is going to be that they're going to be lower priced because it's not Chardonnay and all the ones that all the whites that are a little bit more well known. They tend to have a little bit higher price
This
tag.
is flying under the radar.
It is $11.99.
Mm-hmm.
That's a punch.
Excellent. Yeah.
So, is there anything else we want to say?
Nope, I think we covered
Well, we
it.
want follow.
Oh yes, of course.
Listen to
Please
the
do.
podcast.
Yep, go find us on Instagram and follow us on the podcast. We are Wines Defined Podcast, both of those.
Wines Defined Podcast on Instagram, and you can find us as Wines Defined on Facebook and Twitter. And the podcast is pretty much on every podcast
I don't know
forum.
where it's not.
Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can
Yeah.
find us.
Yep. Yeah.
And we are thankful for you following us along on our journey to find wines and help you pick a great wine. And we hope you'll join us next time on
Wines Defined.